That you are watching right now, and before we get into it, even though you just saw a little intro of what's to come, just wanted to give you some information on what you're about to see. Okay, this is some of the events that I went to in June. I did capture all the events that I went to in June, but after, thinking about some things and just like, I can't just be throwing shit up on the internet all willy-nilly anymore. You know what I mean? Like, bitch got goals. Bitch got, business partners. Bitch got like shit going on and affiliations. And so that's why it's like, oh, I recorded a bunch of stuff, but I can't put all of it online anymore. But this is what you can get, baby. This is what my Pride Month was like. A whole lot of working and a whole lot of parties. I'm going to be putting all of the Instagram accounts for all of the parties that I co-sign in the description. If you're ever out in LA and you want to have a gay time, if you're a Black queer person and you want to know where the Black queers be going, I got you, baby. I got you, Bookie. Just check the description. Yeah, I'm gonna pop in here and there to give you some context to things. Enjoy the video. I actually want to apologize for all the shit. Ooh, got my body out. All the shit talking I've done in regards to WeHo over the years, because there's honestly not that many like openly queer cities, and I live in one. And if you live anywhere where there's like a town or a portion of the city that is LGBT friendly, that's a blessing.
Bitch, you working for TSA?
I used to talk so much shit about drag brunches, but honestly, this one was fun. This was at Beaches in WeHo. Highly recommend.
Do we have any Boston people in the house? Wait, really? Yeah. Where are you from in Boston?
Dorchester.
Exactly. What she said?
I'll fuck with it. Dorchester.
Yes, I'll fuck with it. I'm your cousin from across the street. Okay. I'm from Chelsea. So we border the city. We run the town. She's from South, like. I'm from Needham. Okay. A big white suburb.
We went for my homegirl Joyce's birthday. We had a little table right up in the front, and so we all had a really good time. And then afterward, we went to Rocco's on the corner, and it was all right. It was definitely, a lot of sausage, but I was drunk at this point, and so I was giving them all my money, babe, all my money. You thought I was trying to walk out with a semen sample.
These are actually signify which chairs you're in. Yeah.
Rooftop Cinema is a really great organization, or rather events. It's basically movies on a rooftop. And this one was in collaboration with Good Dyke Days. I think that's the name of it. I just met the founder like literally a few weeks ago. And so I decided to come out and support because they were playing Set It Off. And honestly, it was really fun, very relaxing, family-friendly event. Rooftop movie.
I'm so cold. My knees are cold.
Knock knee and naked.
Real knock-knee.
Just naked.
Just here.
We saw Set It Off.
It's so good.
Set It Off is a perfect movie.
It is.
Perfect movie, perfect cat. Who are you?
Oh my god.
I feel like who are you?
I'm Cleo's son, Wait, tell me the one with the kid. TT Rising. I'm a TT Rising Cleo son.
Okay. I feel like low-key I'm a Frankie son.
Ooh, you are.
I'm a Frankie son.
Nice.
Honestly, Keith Rising.
Oh wait, I didn't know Keith was Russian. Hell no, I'm that nigga the whole time. He seems like an Aquarius.
Full chart.
Yes. Rooftop cinema. It was really beautiful too. We caught it right at sunset.
Parking ticket.
You need to add in a little sunset clip. Oh, did you lose it on the way here?
I always do.
Oh no, I didn't know that this is.
Let me hold on. I had it in my hand.
Because they will charge us. It fell on the floor? No. I didn't think that you could lose it from the parking thing to your car.
Can I? Okay, so since this is the Pride vlog, I'm gonna tell y'all a Pride story time. Do I heat?
Yes.
You're blowing.
No, I wear the shortest shorts because I'm single. I'm trying to catch shit. Hello. Got the legs out.
You know when a girl's shirt's too big and you can't see her shorts?
Yes, that's what this is. It's giving oversized t-shirt.
It's giving
It's like
your
high
little
school.
sister during spring break.
Just knees. I got my knees out.
Just knees.
Just knees.
Knees in the place. During Pride, me and Jaden got in an argument in the parking garage because I thought I lost my wallet, but I didn't lose my wallet. She gave me my wallet. It just fell into the crack right here.
Oh,
but I was
that's
so
a terrible
convinced.
place. Yeah.
It's a terrible place. But I was so convinced that she didn't give me my wallet and that I actually lost it, and I was
And
wrong.
you were blaming her for it.
Yeah.
I've been in the. Yeah, I've done that before.
I'd be wrong a lot.
I'm happy you can admit it.
I'd be
You're
wrong a lot in arguments. I'd be like, "Ooh, all right, you ate that."
When you found out that you were wrong, how did you handle that?
I feel like, see, the thing is that I handled it well. It's just I was still in my feelings, even though I found my wallet.
So were you still
the
like?
lesson is
Okay. Was it still like?
It should have been let it go, but
Nah, I was like, nah, give it to me. I'm holding on to it.
like parasailing.
I could.
That's how I was holding on.
I
Anyway.
once fucked up. So my ex, I was staying at Bleep's house, and she just was real. She just let me stay there for a long time because I was having shit with my apartment. No, it was yeah. She really did let me just. I was staying there. I had a key. It was anyways. So I was there, and she was coming home from work, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna have dinner ready. I'm gonna have the whole place cleaned and all this shit. And right when she was coming in from the front door and in the elevator, I wanted to light some incense, and that she has this the first piece of furniture is this chase lounge. I didn't know it was her first piece of furniture, but I was like, oh, let me light some incense at the move for when she comes in, right? I light the incense.
It's making sense so far.
And within seconds, I lit it, and I forgot I didn't put it on an incense stand. I was just holding it, and I lit it, and I lit a lot of it because I was making a
4th of
prayer.
July, the fucking
the whole
sparklers.
I was doing this, and the whole incense piece fell onto her chase lounge, immediately burned through most of it, just burned all the way down, and before I could catch it, and it just burned through her chase, and then she walked in the door, and I was just like, oh shit. I couldn't even lie.
Not your most prized possession. Not the one thing you value most in the world.
She's like, yeah, that's the first piece of furniture that I ever bought. She's interested in making furniture. This is it's so important. And I just burned the shit. And I was going to try and lie about it. I was going to, and then she walked in the door.
What would the lie be?
Oh, you know what? I didn't lie. I just realized I didn't lie. I put a pillow on top. I was like, hey, babe. And then, no. And then she found it.
Was this the same day?
It. No, I think it was the day after.
Oh my god.
I just
that's
forgot
worse.
to tell her about it. And then
So when she picked up the pillow, she was like
and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, to come
I did
clean.
it. Yeah, and I was just I did it. And I was like, there's no way I can lie about this.
Yeah.
I just did it.
Damn. Yours is worse. You was wrong bigger.
You just walk first, babe.
I was trying to. Well, we are on our way to the party, and they have complimentary valet. But since both of our cars are embarrassing,
There's literally nothing embarrassing about your car.
it's just dirty as hell, and not at all. It's not the tea. I will say that.
Okay.
Yours is
dirtier and dented.
For some reason, your car feels more. And I'm not just saying this.
You literally can't even open my front door without it popping the metal.
I don't know why your car just, maybe because I'm so used to driving your car usually, like your car being like the car that we drive. It just feels more nicer. But yeah, we about to go to the party. I got invited to the Betsey Johnson Pride event. A bunch of influencers were there, celebrities were there. So that was cool. I'll show you some pictures in a second. Miss Vanjie performed, and she gave the most energy out of everybody. I appreciated it, even though we definitely got a picture later on where I attempted to get a picture and homegirl dipped. And so I thought she was in the picture the whole time, but it was low-key just me, Candy, and got Mick. Candy was giving. Of course, Candy always gives. You can even see the lisp as she's lip syncing, which I think is hilarious. Got Mick also performed a little lip sync, and it was cute. She sang a rather lip synced to a Paris Hilton song, which is pretty on brand if you ask me. There's my baby, just looking all cute. And Team Chriselle, always, baby.
I'm Janelle Monáe, and I want you to scream for yourselves. You made it. We are here. We are queer. We are non-binary. We are trans. We are the LGBTQI plus community. We love ourselves wholeheartedly. We defend your right to scream and your right to what? ACLU. We defend your right to scream and your right to marry too. ACLU.
And because this was the premiere, this was like the biggest thing that happened. I got to see, meet, and interview Janelle Monáe. I've talked about this. I am milking this event for all it's worth. Okay, I feel like I've talked about this so much since it's happened. So I won't bore you with the details. But if you want to see the full video, it's on the ACLU YouTube channel. If you want to see clips, just go to Janelle Monáe's TikTok, also the ACLU SoCal YouTube, or the AC SoCal Instagram account, and you can see some clips from there. I also got to talk to Margaret Cho and a bunch of other really great industry or rather organization leaders in the community. So that was very fun, and a lot of, just a lot of good, warm feels from that time. And of course, here's the proof. Here's us connecting. Oh, we're talking. Oh, this is me really trying not to look at titties and stuff. But yeah. It's hard to not act like you're talking to Janelle Monáe when you're talking to fucking Janelle Monáe.
Be bold, be fearless, and keep your hearts open and let creativity fly. Who's ready for the first give that a round of applause, opposite, but the same. Bring it in sync tag team style to get your tens and battle it out for the prize. Thank you. Let's go.
All right. Which team is slaying and which team is playing? DJ Air, Jared, make it hot. Let me get the first two teams out there. With the
I went to my first ball. I thought that I had been to a ball before. I had not been to a ball. This one was a corporate sponsored ball though, but so I can't tell how authentic to, what, the average ball, how comparatively, like how these events stack up next to each other, but I had a lot of fun. It was cool to be able to see these categories happen in real life, because the closest thing to a ball that I had ever gotten was like watching Pose, and I'm just being honest with you. But there is a house scene out here in LA, and I believe there's a place called Bar 10 or 10 maybe downtown where they do a lot of these balls. And so if you ever want to come to LA and have a gay time, you definitely can. There's a house scene here. There's a lot of Black queer parties out here as well, like I mentioned before, but I will put those in the description.
The legendary Shamari Mark Jacobs, a new category I see. Take me back to the legendary days of the
Also, that is Beyonce. I know it's not Beyonce, but bitch, that is Beyonce. That's a Knowles. That's Miss Knowles Carter. Like what? You made it to the end of the video, and bestie, I have some information that I need to share with you because you need to know. Before I get to that, I need to say something because I went to a lot of parties in June, and we should keep parties segregated. Hear me out. In my opinion, okay, this is just only I think this, and if you agree, cool. If you don't agree, that's cool too. There's really no reason for me to go to a white queer space ever, especially now where I live, because I don't need to. There's so many places that explicitly let me know that they are for me, and they're curated events for me, and so it's like I don't need to put myself through that anyway. And I actually recorded this bit earlier, and I liked how I said it, so I'm going to include that footage right now. Now, before I get into the next few events, I need to preface this by saying, and I will explain, the reason why I specifically look out for Black and brown centered queer events is because, in my opinion, this is just my take, you do not have to agree, white queer culture is not queer culture. White queer spaces take the essence and meaningfulness out of the culture of being queer. Queer culture is cultivated through protest to liberate queer identities. So inherently, queer culture isn't anti-Black. It doesn't encourage patriarchy or racism. And you tend to only see this forward type of thinking in Black and brown queer spaces. Also, being queer in general is deeply intersectional to me. Knowing the roots of queer culture, why would I go to a white queer space on purpose if I know that at the end of the day, I don't really find white queer people to be trustworthy? I'm aware that was a generalization, but I just want y'all to know that I only speak from a place of my own experiences, and that is where I'm speaking from today in this video. So a generalization, yes, but it's also a very real truth for me. So many times I've felt like I was in community with like queer white people only to find out that I wasn't. And it was always through a very hurtful, harmful way. And so that's why I say like there's like an untrustworthiness when it comes to like white queer spaces to me. They don't feel safe. I'm gonna say that. I bring this up to say that you really need to be intentional about finding the spaces for you. On that, I said what I said. I had a lot of fun in June. Once again, parties I recommend are down in the description. But speaking of events, this is where you can catch me, baby, because as I mentioned, Pride is forever going. Okay, we in September with it. We in October with it. We in July with it. I'm going to be on the main stage emceeing the second half of the performances at South LA Pride, July 15th. So if you want to have some family-friendly, free gay times in South LA Pride, come see me on the main stage. I'll be there. Also, we've picked a location for the trip. The next trip,
the one for the lovers, the one for the bougie girls, the one for the Prosecco drinkers, for the girls that order Prosecco at the club. Me and you are the same. Is it Spain? Is it Greece? It's Greece. We're going to Greece. We're going to fucking Greece, guys. So if you want to go to Greece, the link is going to be in the description. Jaden's going to be coming with me this time. But I also want to mention that this isn't just for couples. The trip is not just for couples. Like, I know I keep saying it's romantic, but I mean that in like a environment kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go for romance if you don't want to. It's just Greece is just a very romantic place. It's a very beautiful place. We're going to be going spring, summer next year. So bring your joggers. Patreon just got a new little piece of content over there. I'm actually about to edit another one right now. I'm going to be reacting to Janelle Monáe's water slide video. So by the time you see this, that video should be going up this week. So if you are on Patreon, then you saw it first. Otherwise, you get nothing, girl. I will see y'all very soon in another video. Bye. Happy Pride.
All of my content is sponsored by my patrons, so thank you to my patrons for supporting my content. If you want to be down with the crew, it's only $5, but if you want the vlogs too, that's $10. So hit me with the 10, come through, and be part of the family.
How come you don't want
Trucker hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts. HillfoxClub.com.